Meet RatanKumar, a young and ambitious individual with a passion for business and technology. Despite facing financial difficulties, Ratan managed to complete his 12th grade education and pursue a diploma in civil engineering from the Delhi Skill and Entrepreneurship University. While studying, Ratan developed a keen interest in the field of business and technology, and began exploring his entrepreneurial side. He joined the Entrepreneurship Development Cell at IIT Delhi EDC as an campus ambassador, and started attending various events and workshops to gain knowledge and experience. Not one to rest on his laurels, Ratan continued to push himself and enrolled in a Bachelor of Commerce honors program at the Open University. Alongside his studies, he also started writing research papers on technology and innovation, and even authored a book called The Fusion Factor, which highlights the power of merging technology and business. Ratan's passion for entrepreneurship led him to start his own company called Bharat Bazaar, which focuses on promoting and supporting local businesses in India. As the founder and CEO, Ratan is constantly on the lookout for funding and investors to help take his startup to the next level. In his free time, Ratan is also an avid podcaster and short story writer, with his work being featured on platforms like Spotify. Despite his busy schedule, Ratan remains committed to making a difference in the world of business and technology, and continues to work towards his dream of building a successful and impactful company. Contents Preface Timeline of RatanKumar. RatanKumar in his own words. Introduction 1. The Art of Bootstrapping, How to Launch a Startup with Limited Resources. 2. The Power of Networking, Building Connections for Startup Success. 3. Balancing Risk and Reward, Strategies for Taking Calculated Risks in Business. 4. Disrupting Industries, Lessons from Startups That Changed the Game. 5. Customer Centricity, Why Putting the Customer First is Essential for Startup Success. 6. Building a Winning Team, How to Recruit, Retain, and Motivate Top Talent. 7. Navigating Legal Hurdles, Avoiding Legal Pitfalls in Starting and Running a Business. 8. Scaling for Growth, Strategies for Expanding Your Startup. 9. The Importance of Branding, Creating a Memorable Brand for Your Startup. 10. Innovating in the Digital Age, Leveraging Technology for Business Growth. 11. Financial Management for Startups, Best Practices for Managing Your Finances. 12. Marketing on a Budget, Low-Cost Strategies for Growing Your Startup. 13. Entrepreneurial Mindset, Developing a Mindset for Success in Business. 14. Global Expansion, Opportunities and Challenges of Taking Your Startup International. 15. Failure and Resilience, Overcoming Setbacks and Bouncing Back Stronger. Preface. Entrepreneurship is an exciting and challenging journey, full of ups and downs. As a startup hustler, you are driven by a vision to create something new, something that solves a problem, something that makes a difference. It is a path that requires dedication, hard work, and resilience, but it also offers immense rewards. In this book, we will explore the world of startup hustling and provide you with practical insights and strategies for success. We will draw on real-world examples and case studies of successful startups and their founders, including those who have faced adversity and overcome it. Whether you are just starting out or are already running your own business, this book will help you develop the skills and mindset needed to thrive as a startup hustler. From ideation to launch, from growth to funding, we will cover all the essential steps to help you build and scale your startup. So, if you are ready to embrace the hustle and embark on an exciting entrepreneurial journey, let's dive in. Timeline of RatanKumar. 2003, RatanKumar is born. 2008 to 2015, RatanKumar attends primary and secondary school, develops an interest in technology and business. 2015 to 2019, RatanKumar attends high school and excels academically, participates in extracurricular activities related to technology and business. 2019 to 2023, RatanKumar attends university and pursues a degree in computer science and business administration, starts networking and building connections in the tech industry. 2023 to 2024, RatanKumar completes internships at several tech companies, gains practical experience and learns about the startup ecosystem. 2024 to 2025, RatanKumar graduates from university and starts working as a software engineer at a top tech company, saves money, and develops a business idea on the side. 2025 to 2026, RatanKumar quits his job and launches his own startup with a focus on leveraging AI to solve a common industry problem. 2026 to 2028, RatanKumar's startup gains traction and secures funding from venture capitalists, expands the team and grows the customer base. 2028 to 2030, RatanKumar's startup becomes a major player in the industry, acquires several competitors and expands into international markets. 2030 to 2035, RatanKumar continues to lead the successful startup, becomes a thought leader in the tech industry and an advocate for innovation and entrepreneurship. 2035 and beyond, RatanKumar explores new ventures and continues to make an impact on the tech and business world. RatanKumar, in his own words: "I am RatanKumar, a startup hustler with a passion for entrepreneurship and innovation. I have always been fascinated by the idea of creating something new and impactful, and I believe that startups are the perfect avenue for achieving this goal. My journey as a startup hustler began when I was in college, where I started my first venture with a group of like-minded individuals. Although it wasn't successful, it taught me invaluable lessons about the importance of team building, market research, and execution. After graduation, I joined a startup as a founding team member, where I learned the ins and outs of product development, fundraising, and scaling. This experience inspired me to start my own venture, which I successfully bootstrapped and scaled over the course of several years. Throughout my journey as a startup hustler, I have encountered numerous challenges, setbacks, and failures. However, I have also experienced incredible moments of growth, learning, and success. I am passionate about sharing my experiences and insights with aspiring entrepreneurs and startup founders, and helping them navigate the complexities of the startup world. As I continue on my journey, I remain committed to pursuing my passion for entrepreneurship, innovation, and creating meaningful impact. Introduction: Starting a business and becoming an entrepreneur is not an easy task. It requires hard work, dedication, and a lot of hustle. However, the rewards of entrepreneurship are immense, both personally and financially. In this book, we will explore the world of startup entrepreneurship and what it takes to become a successful startup hustler. We will discuss the mindset, skills, and strategies required to turn your business idea into a thriving startup. I have been a startup hustler myself, and through my experiences, I have learned many valuable lessons about what it takes to succeed. In this book, I will share those lessons with you, along with case studies of successful startups and entrepreneurs to illustrate key points. Whether you are a first-time entrepreneur or an experienced business owner, this book will provide you with insights, inspiration, and practical guidance to take your startup to the next level. Let's dive in and explore the exciting world of startup entrepreneurship together. What is a startup hustler? A startup hustler is someone who is passionate about starting their own business and has the drive and determination to make it happen. They are willing to take risks, work hard, and do whatever it takes to make their startup successful. A startup hustler has a vision and the ability to turn that vision into reality. Why do we need startup hustlers? We need startup hustlers because they are the driving force behind innovation and progress. They create new products and services that solve problems and make our lives better. They create jobs and stimulate economic growth. Without startup hustlers, the world would be stagnant and we would miss out on the many benefits that come from new ideas and entrepreneurship. How can you become a startup hustler? Becoming a startup hustler requires a combination of skills, knowledge, and mindset. You need to be able to identify problems and opportunities, develop creative solutions, and execute on your ideas. You need to be able to manage your time and resources effectively, and be willing to learn from your mistakes. You also need to have a strong work ethic and be willing to hustle and grind to make your startup a success. Motivational quote: as Steve Jobs said, "I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance." This quote highlights the importance of perseverance and determination in becoming a successful startup hustler. You will face many challenges and setbacks along the way, but if you stay committed to your vision and keep pushing forward, you can achieve great things. The Art of Bootstrapping: How to Launch a Startup with Limited Resources. Introduction to Bootstrapping. In simple terms, bootstrapping refers to the process of starting and running a business with minimal or no external funding. Instead of relying on investors or loans, bootstrapped businesses use their own resources and creativity to launch and grow their ventures. This approach allows startups to maintain control over their business decisions, minimize debt, and retain equity. For startups with limited resources, bootstrapping is an attractive and necessary option. It helps them stay lean and agile, focus on building a solid product or service, and develop a loyal customer base. Bootstrapping also teaches founders valuable skills such as resourcefulness, adaptability, and perseverance, which can be crucial to the long-term success of their business. Bootstrapping refers to the process of starting and growing a business with limited financial resources, often relying on personal savings, revenue generated from early sales, and creative cost-cutting measures to sustain operations. In other words, bootstrapping is about building a business from scratch without external funding or support. Bootstrapping can be a valuable strategy for entrepreneurs who have limited financial resources but want to start their own businesses. By keeping expenses low and prioritizing revenue generation, bootstrapping can help entrepreneurs to conserve their resources and build a sustainable business model. It also allows them to retain control over their business, as they do not have to answer to outside investors or lenders. However, bootstrapping is not easy, and it requires a lot of hard work, creativity, and resourcefulness. Entrepreneurs need to be able to identify and capitalize on opportunities to generate revenue, while also being able to make strategic decisions about where to allocate their limited resources. They also need to be able to manage their finances effectively, as well as handle the day-to-day operations of their business. One of the biggest advantages of bootstrapping is that it allows entrepreneurs to maintain complete control of their business. By not taking on outside funding, they don't have to worry about diluting their ownership or being beholden to investors. They can make decisions that are in the best interest of their business and their customers, without worrying about pleasing outside stakeholders. Another advantage of bootstrapping is that it forces entrepreneurs to focus on their core competencies and develop a unique value proposition. Without the luxury of external funding, they must prioritize their efforts and focus on what they do best, rather than trying to be everything to everyone. Mindset and attitude: think big, start small. The first step to developing a positive mindset is to think big but start small. Set ambitious goals but take small steps to achieve them. Avoid the temptation to go all in at once, and instead, focus on taking small but consistent steps towards your goal. Embrace constraints. When resources are limited, it's essential to embrace constraints and work with what you have. Instead of getting bogged down by what you don't have, focus on maximizing the use of what you do have. This approach will help you develop resourcefulness and creativity, which are essential skills for any entrepreneur. Fail fast and learn quickly. As a bootstrapped startup, you will inevitably face setbacks and failures. However, the key is to learn from them quickly and move forward. Fail fast, fail forward, and keep learning from your mistakes. This approach will help you iterate and improve your product or service continuously. Stay focused and disciplined, for bootstrapping a startup requires focus, discipline, and the ability to stay committed to your goals. Avoid getting distracted by shiny objects and stay focused on your core business objectives. It's also essential to develop the discipline to manage your time and resources effectively. Be patient and persistent. Launching a successful startup takes time, and it's crucial to stay patient and persistent. Don't expect overnight success, and instead, stay committed to your vision and keep moving forward, even in the face of obstacles and setbacks. Persistence pays off, and with hard work and dedication, you can achieve your goals. In conclusion, developing the right mindset and attitude is critical for launching a successful bootstrapped startup. By thinking big but starting small, embracing constraints, failing fast and learning quickly, staying focused and disciplined, and being patient and persistent, you can overcome the challenges of limited resources and achieve your entrepreneurial dreams. Identifying opportunities. When launching a startup with limited resources, it's important to identify opportunities for bootstrapping to minimize expenses and maximize your chances of success. Here are some tips for identifying opportunities. 1. Focus on your strengths. Identify your unique strengths and leverage them to reduce costs. For example, if you're a great writer, create content for your website instead of hiring a professional. 2. Tap into your network. Use your personal and professional networks to find low-cost resources. For example, if you have a friend who's a graphic designer, ask if they can help you with your logo. 3. Look for free resources. Take advantage of free resources like social media, open-source software, and free trials. You can also attend networking events and workshops to learn new skills and make valuable connections. 4. Consider partnerships. Partner with other businesses or individuals who share your values and can help you achieve your goals. For example, you can team up with a complementary business to offer a joint promotion or collaborate with a freelancer to provide additional services to your clients. 5. Be creative. Think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions to reduce costs. For example, you can use crowdfunding to raise funds for your startup, or barter services with other businesses to save money. By identifying opportunities for bootstrapping, you can reduce costs and increase your chances of success as a startup with limited resources. Lean Startup Methodology. The Lean Startup methodology is a popular approach for building startups with limited resources. It was developed by entrepreneur and author Eric Ries and focuses on creating a product or service that solves a problem for customers, while minimizing waste and maximizing efficiency. The idea is to start small and iterate quickly, learning from customer feedback to improve the product or service over time. When bootstrapping a startup, the lean methodology can be particularly useful as it encourages a focus on creating a minimum viable product, MVP, with limited resources. This means creating a basic version of the product or service that can be launched quickly and cheaply, in order to start testing it with real customers as soon as possible. By doing this, you can get valuable feedback from customers that can help you refine and improve the product or service, without wasting time or money on unnecessary features or functionalities. The Lean Startup methodology also emphasizes the importance of continuous improvement and experimentation. Instead of trying to build the perfect product or service from the outset, the idea is to launch quickly, measure the results, and then make changes based on what you learn. This approach can be particularly useful for bootstrapped startups as it allows you to be flexible and adaptable, and to make the most of your limited resources by focusing on what really matters to customers. Overall, applying the Lean Startup methodology to your bootstrapped startup can help you to be more efficient and effective with your resources, while also improving your chances of success by focusing on creating a product or service that really meets the needs of your target customers. Marketing and sales. When bootstrapping a startup, it is important to be resourceful and creative when it comes to marketing and sales strategies. Here are some bootstrapped marketing and sales strategies that don't break the bank. 1. Leverage social media. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter can be great tools for promoting your startup. Use these platforms to create a strong online presence and engage with potential customers. 2. Content marketing. Creating valuable content, such as blog posts, videos, and infographics, can help establish your startup as a thought leader in your industry. Share this content on your website and social media channels to attract potential customers. 3. Referral marketing. encourage your existing customers to refer their friends and family to your startup. You can offer incentives, such as discounts or free products, to those who refer new customers. For guerrilla marketing involves unconventional and often low-cost marketing tactics that can be highly effective. For example, you could create street art, use chalk to write messages on sidewalks, or hand out flyers in busy areas. 5. Networking, attend industry events and conferences to meet potential customers and partners. Networking can also help you learn from other entrepreneurs and get advice on how to grow your startup. 6. Collaborations, partner with other startups or businesses to cross-promote each other's products or services. This can help you reach a new audience and build valuable relationships. By being creative and resourceful with your marketing and sales strategies, you can effectively promote your startup without breaking the bank. Product development. Product development is a crucial aspect of building a successful startup. However, with limited resources and a bootstrapped budget, it can be challenging to develop a quality product that meets the needs of your target audience. Here are some key considerations for bootstrapping your product development process. 1. Start with a minimal viable product, MVP. Focus on building a product with the essential features that address the core needs of your target audience. Don't waste time and resources building out unnecessary features or functionalities. An MVP helps you get feedback from early adopters and iterate on your product based on their feedback. 2. Leverage open source tools and libraries. Instead of building everything from scratch, leverage open source tools and libraries to speed up your development process. Open source tools are often free, well documented, and community supported, making them an excellent choice for bootstrapped startups. 3. Outsource development. Consider outsourcing development to a trusted partner or freelancer. Outsourcing can help you access a global pool of talent and expertise, often at a lower cost than hiring a full-time team. 4. Test and iterate. Test your product early and often to ensure it meets the needs of your target audience. Continuously iterate on your product based on user feedback and use data-driven insights to make informed decisions. 5. Prioritize customer experience. Build a product that provides an excellent customer experience. Focus on user interface, UI, and user experience, UX, design, and make sure your product is intuitive and easy to use. By following these tips, you can develop a quality product with limited resources and a bootstrapped budget. Remember, the key is to focus on the essential features, leverage existing tools and expertise, and prioritize the customer experience. Building a team is an important aspect of any startup, and it becomes even more critical when you are bootstrapping your business. Since resources are limited, you need to make sure that you are hiring the right people who can help you take your business to the next level. Here are some strategies for building a team with limited resources. 1. Look for talent in unconventional places. When you don't have a lot of resources, you can't afford to rely on traditional methods of recruitment. Look for talent in unconventional places, such as social media, online forums, and local meetups. You might be surprised at the level of talent you can find in these places. 2. Focus on hiring for potential. When resources are limited, you can't always afford to hire the most experienced candidates. Instead, focus on hiring people with potential. Look for candidates who are hungry to learn, adaptable, and have a track record of taking on new challenges. 3. Offer equity in your company. When you can't offer a high salary, consider offering equity in your company. This can be a great way to attract top talent who are willing to take a risk in exchange for a potential big payout down the line. 4. Hire contractors and freelancers. Instead of hiring full-time employees, consider hiring contractors and freelancers. This can be a more cost-effective way to get the work done, and you can scale up or down as needed. 5. Leverage your network. Use your personal and professional networks to find talent. Reach out to friends, family members, and former colleagues to see if they know anyone who would be a good fit for your team. Overall, building a team when bootstrapping your business requires creativity and a willingness to think outside the box. By focusing on hiring for potential, looking for talent in unconventional places, and leveraging your network, you can build a strong team that can help you achieve your goals. Financing your startup. Bootstrapping your startup often means finding creative ways to finance your venture without relying on traditional funding sources like venture capital or angel investors. Here are some strategies for financing your startup. 1. Personal savings. Use your own savings to fund your startup. This can be a risky option, but it allows you to maintain full control of your company. 2. Crowdfunding. Platforms like Kickstarter or Indiegogo can be a great way to raise funds for your startup. By presenting your idea to the public, you can generate interest and secure pre-orders for your product. 3. Grants. There are many grants available for startups, especially those that are working on innovative projects or are focused on social impact. Research grants that are specific to your industry or geographic location. 4. Bootstrapping through revenue. Build your business slowly by reinvesting your profits back into the company. This can be a slow process, but it allows you to maintain control of your company while growing it at a steady pace. 5. Partnerships. Look for partnerships with other businesses or individuals who share your values and vision. By working together, you can pool resources and expertise to build a successful company. 6. Microloans. Microloans are small loans that are usually issued by nonprofit organizations or government agencies. These loans typically have lower interest rates and more flexible repayment terms than traditional loans. 7. Bartering. Exchange goods or services with other businesses instead of paying for them outright. This can be a great way to save money on essential expenses while building relationships with other businesses. Remember, bootstrapping your startup requires creativity, persistence, and a willingness to take risks. By thinking outside the box and using the resources you have available, you can successfully finance your startup without relying on traditional funding sources. Partnerships and collaborations. Partnerships and collaborations can be an effective way for bootstrapped startups to leverage limited resources and gain a competitive advantage. By teaming up with other businesses, entrepreneurs can tap into new markets, share resources, and build valuable relationships. In this section of the book, we'll explore strategies for identifying and establishing partnerships and collaborations that can help grow your startup. We'll discuss how to find potential partners, how to approach them with a value proposition, and how to negotiate mutually beneficial arrangements. Some key topics we'll cover include: 1. Identifying potential partners. We'll discuss how to identify businesses that could be good partners for your startup, including those with complementary products or services, similar target audiences, or shared values. 2. Approaching partners. Once you've identified potential partners, we'll cover strategies for approaching them in a way that highlights the value you can bring to the partnership. This may include outlining the benefits of a collaboration or demonstrating how your product or service can enhance their existing offerings. 3. Negotiating partnerships. We'll explore how to negotiate mutually beneficial partnerships and collaborations, including strategies for dividing costs and resources, defining roles and responsibilities, and setting goals and objectives. 4. Building and maintaining relationships. Once you've established a partnership or collaboration, we'll discuss strategies for maintaining a strong relationship over time. This may include regular communication, joint marketing efforts, or ongoing collaboration on product development. By building strong partnerships and collaborations, bootstrapped startups can leverage limited resources to achieve greater success and growth. Scaling your startup. Scaling a bootstrapped startup can be challenging, as there are limited resources to invest in growth. However, with the right strategies and mindset, it is possible to scale your business while staying true to your values and principles. One important factor in scaling is to focus on sustainable growth. This means growing your business in a way that is financially responsible and does not sacrifice the long-term health of your company. This may involve prioritizing profitability over rapid expansion, or investing in marketing and sales strategies that have a proven return on investment. Another key to scaling a bootstrapped startup is to leverage partnerships and collaborations. By working with other businesses, organizations, or individuals who share your values and goals, you can tap into new resources and opportunities for growth. This may involve partnering with complementary businesses to expand your reach, collaborating with influencers or thought leaders to increase your visibility, or forming strategic alliances with investors or mentors who can provide guidance and support. It is also important to invest in your team as you scale your startup. This means hiring the right people, providing them with the necessary training and resources to succeed, and creating a culture of innovation and collaboration. By building a strong team, you can leverage the talents and expertise of others to drive growth and achieve your goals. Finally, it is important to remain flexible and adaptable as you scale your business. This may involve pivoting your strategy as market conditions change, or adjusting your product or service offerings based on feedback from customers or partners. By staying agile and responsive, you can navigate the challenges of scaling a bootstrapped startup and achieve long-term success. Case studies: bootstrapping has become a popular approach for startups looking to launch and grow their businesses without relying on external funding sources. In this section of the book, readers will be introduced to case studies of successful bootstrapped startups and learn about their strategies and tactics. The case studies will cover a range of industries and business models, from software to retail to manufacturing. Each case study will provide a detailed account of how the startup identified opportunities, developed products, marketed and sold their offerings, built their team, financed their operations, and scaled their businesses. Readers will be able to gain insights into the challenges and opportunities faced by bootstrapped startups and how they navigated them to achieve success. The case studies will also provide inspiration and ideas for readers looking to launch and grow their own bootstrapped startups. Overall, this section will demonstrate that bootstrapping can be a viable and effective approach for startups, and that with the right strategies and mindset, it is possible to achieve success without relying on external funding. Pitfalls and challenges: bootstrapping a startup can be a challenging and rewarding experience, but it's not without its pitfalls and challenges. Some of the common challenges that entrepreneurs face when bootstrapping a startup include: 1. Limited resources. One of the biggest challenges of bootstrapping is working with limited resources. This means that you have to be creative and resourceful in finding ways to grow your business without spending a lot of money. 2. Lack of funding. Bootstrapping means that you're funding your startup with your own money or revenue generated by the business. This can limit your ability to invest in growth and development. 3. Limited time. Bootstrapping often means that you're working with a small team or even as a solo founder. This can mean that you have limited time to devote to different aspects of the business, including marketing, sales, product development, and customer support. 4. Risk of burnout. When you're working with limited resources and trying to do everything yourself, it can be easy to burn out. This can have a negative impact on your health, relationships, and overall well-being. 5. Lack of expertise. Bootstrapping often means that you're doing everything yourself, which can be challenging if you don't have expertise in all areas of the business. To overcome these challenges, it's important to have a clear plan, set realistic goals, and be willing to adapt and pivot as needed. It's also important to prioritize tasks and focus on the most important aspects of the business. Finally, building a strong support network and seeking out mentors can help you navigate the challenges of bootstrapping a startup. The power of networking: building connections for startup success.